Ba-da-bum. Hello everybody, it is I, Adventurous, the Queen of Bones, and your mommy. We got most of the party here. Tex is just getting his computer warmed up. He'll be here soon. And welcome back everybody to Dungeons Dragons Dragonfall. Yeah, it's been months.
It's been a couple months,
yeah.
It's been ever since October.
Holy crap.
Yeah. A whole bunch of things. Busy stuff. Thanksgiving. Christmas.
The holidays, man.
Yeah.
But we are back, ready to get started once again.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
That's not good.
4 no's in a row? Yeah, it's not good.
I am alive.
Ah, okay. Oof.
It seems that when I'm starting it and that happens, if I start it and it happens again, and I go to restart, it says Windows didn't open, and I do the advanced, hey, command prompt, SFC scan now. Oh, hey, there were corrupted files.
Okay. Well, it fixed it then, from the sounds of it. Into your hearing.
Well, considering I fixed the corrupted files, did the reboot, and then it happened again, it's like, which was my no thing. So I unplugged my network cable and it started fine.
What is with that
But
computer?
I don't know. I think something in my OS or Windows itself got slightly fucked when the low power surges were happening.
Yeah, that should be protected against such.
I don't know. Anyway, I'm also starving as I didn't get a chance to eat.
Okay, well, get some food.
Yes, just I'll get my little pre-roll in just to,
Yes. When we
average
last
day.
we caught up with the rods. And we also saw Rekrasorax, the Beholder, who is alive and free of the mind control, and is just kind of happy not being dead and working in a library. After having some of the rather lethal eye stalks kind of removed. After doing quite a bit of research, you unfortunately gain a rather minimal amount of information. You get some tidbits, I don't remember exactly what. You learned something, I think basically like the foundations of where his thinking and like spellcrafting extrapolated from. And the fact that there was clearly books missing that O'Hagan probably took for his research leading up to what happened. Other than that, I think that was pretty much it, and you teleported over to Tower Town. We'll wait for Tex to get back with some food before we... Any other little tidbits people might want to add that they remember? Because it's been a long time.
Completely forgot that my computer and my toaster is on the same.
Uh-oh.
And trying to do both causes a freaking breaker to trip. I don't want that boot up problems to happen again. I need to calm down.
Yeah, no, it'll be fine.
I'm gonna be a little bit.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
Because it takes a while for my toast to cook. I'll rejoin voice when I'm back on my computer.
Okie dokie. The fact that those two things together trip the breaker, that is very concerning. Everyone having a good New Year so far? I know it's only been 2 days, but hey.
Yeah, it's been
Yes,
pretty
very
good.
much so.
Anyone make any resolutions?
No.
No, me neither.
We'll see what happens when I get on my medication, but after that.
So I got my sorceress through Act 1.
Ooh, Nice.
I went full ice.
Nice. Yeah, I spread out over the elements.
It's kind of brutal because ice gets pretty much explosive with the way that, like, they freeze and then boom, just dead. Because I have that skill where you just detonate a frozen enemy. And it's fun. You just snap your fingers and then whoosh, that guy just explodes. Yeah, managed to get the last boss done first try. Just then again, I fought him so much in the past few days. I think it really wasn't a testament to the class so much as with me just being used to his bullshit.
Yeah, I mean he's you get to learn his patterns after a
Yeah.
while.
I did freeze him like 6 times though.
Yeah.
Mhm. 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 So, sorry for the unexpected extra delay.
No, I'm just glad we're able to play.
I'm just
Also-
glad to see everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good to be back and doing things.
Bum 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 bum. How's everyone else doing out there?
Good.
Okay.
There he
Right.
is.
You would think it was Monday with all the things happening to me.
Oh dear.
Chat. Where's my mouse? There we are. Okay.
Alright, well. In that case, let's go over to the map screen. Group, there we are. Ta-da! Alright, so yes, you successfully used the amulet to teleport to Tower Town, and you just poof, right there at the top. I believe startling one of the researchers and having them tumble over. And yes, you are here. You see the apparatus before you build to the top. It seems to be like aimed towards a point that forms the spire at the very tippy top. You are free to investigate as you will.
Rivet is going to just, from where she is, hopefully without disturbing anyone, like try to give it a good look over, see what she can comprehend about from the outside about what the mechanism did, how it did it, and what would have to happen for it to to do it again.
Okay. Let's start with investigation. You are investigating its purpose and function, I suppose.
Rivet will guide herself with this. Good start. Good start. Not as great, but that's okay. 27.
Don't you have something that makes you roll 2d4 for guidance instead?
I have an ability which allows me to... Wait, let me look at it. Just real quick. When I make an Arcana check or ability check involving Artisan's Tools, I add an additional D4 to the ability check. This is not an Arcana check, so I don't get to add that additional D4.
I thought it was just intelligence. Okay.
No, that's specific.
Nah.
Meh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I can still guide.
True. True. But anyway, 27. You're looking at it, you're seeing all these, like, bits of paper that have been, like, put on it, like, slotted into little joints and stuff, just notes that the people here have made, and honestly, like, it's like, for part of it, it's been used as kind of like a desk space for just putting stuff. It's cluttered. It's cluttered in its current state.
It's fine.
Nothing looks broken on first glance, as far as you can tell. It does. Looking up along it, you can definitely see that yes, this entire machine, like, literally is the spire at the top of the tower, and like the roof was just built like to house it, and also just, you know, make it a livable tower. You can't see anything around the floor area though, in terms of like how it's mounted and whatnot, because of the clutter currently around it. You do notice that there is definitely a socket for something though, as well as a little like measuring dial for like longitude and latitude.
Okay. I would like to get a closer look at the socket, see if I can tell just what the hell is supposed to go in there.
Okay, yeah, no, fair enough. I'm gonna say... given the style of the device... give me another investigation, but use your artisan's tools.
Okay. I will guide myself again. Okay. So that would be a total of a 39.
Huh.
38.
Oh, 38. Yeah, I can do math.
Yeah.
That's a big number.
Yeah.
39 is your maximum. No, it isn't your maximum. It would have been your maximum if you rolled a 20.
Oh, this is the housing for the power source. Yeah, the power source is definitely a storm gem. Like the one you made your shield out of.
Mhm.
Like, you're so sure that
I
you
see.
literally just like where it's housed at the front and middle of your shield, you just go, like, hike it up and just push it in. You're like, yep, that fits in there. And just put it
Yeah,
down
that'll-
again.
Yeah, that'll do it. Alright.
And getting an even closer look now at the housing and what it's attached to and stuff like that. As far as you can tell, this thing takes electricity and converts it into using the static and the push and pull flow of electricity itself, and kind of converts it into repulsion and pulling in. Couldn't think of the clever word, but attraction. There you go. Repulsion and attraction.
So this is a big magnet, is what you're telling me.
Yes.
It literally turns electricity into a pulling force, which is to say an electromagnet.
Yes. Pushing or pulling, depending on the setting. So it's either a magnet or a railgun. Like
Depending on the setting or
Yeah.
the direction of flow, like a magnet.
Yeah. But you know, for
Okay.
like not requiring metal to be involved, pushing and pulling.
Yeah. Magical electromagnet. Cool. Great. Okay.
In fact, it seems to use the innate magic in everything in place of metal in terms of the magnet analogy.
Which would work especially well on a dragon. Okay. For all the for all it is intended to do, this device appears to be remarkably, what is the word I am looking for? Comprehensible? As far as I can tell from just a cursory look over it, it shouldn't take, hopefully, too long to, well, get it operating. At least from this side, I have no idea about the other one. There is 2 of them, yes? Just, I'm not
One at the
saying
top
here.
of each tower, yeah.
Yes. Although obviously it will need some cleanup, but we might want to talk to the folks here, get them updated on what exactly we are doing, and yeah.
And you gotta wonder if the one use will completely drain the gem. Otherwise, the original ones would still be here.
Agreed. That or the originals have
It's
been relocated
taken.
for being dangerous. But
Or taken by O'Hagan so that these couldn't be used again.
either way, if it means if I have to use the jam within Stormbreak in order to operate this machine, so be it. It is a sacrifice I am more than willing to make for the sake of this.
But what about the other one?
That complicates.
Bye. Who just spoke? Asked Rivet that question?
Flex?
Flex, presumably?
Ah,
Otherwise, terrifying.
well, we are in the middle of a workshop, so I thought one of the residents had heard our conversation.
Then again, also not unheard of for Rivet to just have a voice.
Yeah, true. Comprehensible, you say? Comprehensible? Comprehensible! You just see it coming up the steps up to that part of, like, almost like an open floor plan of, like, the rest of the top floor, but then steps going up to the landing where the teleportation circle and the actual device is. And you see, coming up, you see this hat going up and up and up and up. It's a pointy wizard hat about 6 foot tall, and at the base of it, a gnome.
Okay, incredible. Actually, this is amazing.
And you realize he's got like winding white stripes up his wizard hat. You notice that when he finally gets his face into view, that's his beard that's been like split and then woven around his wizard hat.
Well,
He looks at you. And he looks to the device. He kind of stomps on over all sort of huffy, scholarly. And what do you purport to know about this thing?
It's it appears to translate the inherent energy from lightning magic and it transmute it into a force of attraction and repulsion intended to make motion of objects with high arcane capacity. Like a dragon. It's what grounded the dragon the first time.
Just as I thought. You know nothing about this device. I've spent years studying this, as you can see from my extensive notes on it. As you can see here, with the latitude and longitude here, it's for shooting out, yes, using lightning as a source, it measures out a lightning bolt to an object that you're looking at, like some form of telescope, and you measure the time it takes for that lightning to get back to the device to calculate how far away that thing is. You see? That's why it has the dial here for, you know, setting the longitude and latitude of the stars. And the levers. And here, tap, like, definitely some form of readout that would probably give you this measurement once it's been used. And yes, I am I haven't had it working, but I'm pretty confident that's what it does. He kind of grabs his robe, like grabbing the lapels, and is very chuffed with himself.
Rivet is entirely frozen up right now. She's didn't this guy walking in with like full confidence and immediately telling her off has shut her down just a little bit. And she's kind of like looking to Kriv and for like help. help.
Yeah, I know. It's a ludicrous concept. This is definitely the device created by some form of mildly unhinged genius. But still, I aim to get it running. I'm not sure why he would need to, maybe to triangulate positions. Yes, at least that's my working theory for when we, get one or both working, then given the measurements from the 2 points, we could definitely get a proper reading of direction with it, like some form of lightning-based dowsing rod. I know it's a lot to take in. It's does boggle the mind. It's boggled mine for many years.
Yeah.
You notice none of the other scholars are even bothering to look at the conversation. Any of them that had like mild piqued interest with what you were saying turned away as soon as he got there.
Great.
We have that crackpot as the tower.
And who are you, if I may ask?
Well, I'm Fitzgerald Fogglebottom, obviously.
Fitzgerald Fogglebottom.
Oh wait, my hat's on
Well.
backwards. He turns around, you can see his name in gold up the wizard blue of his hat.
Incredible. Well, I I just so happen to believe that I may well be able to get the apparatus up and running again.
Oh?
So perhaps we should put our competing theories to the test. All we would need is a sufficient power source for the second one, as we already have one on hand.
Wait, we do? I've been working on something, but not done. What?
Rivet picks up her, swings her shield around to the front and shows the, storm gem in its center. This device obviously requires a very powerful source of, arcane lightning and magic, and this is just such a source.
Really? He adjusts his glasses and he flicks an extra couple of frames like down in front, and he's like, steps in, like, you'll be powered by this little bauble, and he pokes it. Ah. Ah. Point taken. Your equipment has nasty attitude. But if this is whatever it is, well, I mean, where did you get it? And were there more?
This item was found within a a dwarfish ruin beneath beneath Guharaza, but I do not believe there was another of the same arcane provision. There was one that was capable of producing a similar effect, but in poisonous
Ew.
milk.
Ew.
But I do not remember there being one of the same, similar to this. Although I suppose it might be able
Well-
to find one. I do not know.
Well, obviously, the creator of this device didn't want anyone using it besides themselves. I imagine that, they probably took the power source with them. They wouldn't leave it lying around some ruin. No judgment on the grave robbing, though. We all have to do our bit for research and progress. So, have you measured the output of this thing before you crafted a admittedly very nice looking shield out of it?
I never had need to. I knew its power source was sufficient for my needs. And that was all I needed to know about it at the time. But now here we are.
Well, since you only have one of them, we need 2 power sources. I suppose I need to keep working on my device.
I suppose so.
Oh. Yeah.
In the meantime, I may well attempt to locate the second one.
Yes. Maybe I could make a device that can duplicate things. I mean, sure, many have tried and failed for the pursuit of, lead to gold and vast riches and enough, but this is a science. It's got to work.
Uh,
He picks up one of the notepads off the apparatus and just flips to a blank page and just starts making notes, kind of grumbling to himself, just like, oh, I don't know if I don't. Oh yes, quite clever, quite clever.
Noprick's gonna sidle on over to Rivet and lean down and whisper, "Do you think the Storm Mother might be able to make or have one of these gems, since they are a storm gem?"
That is exactly what I was thinking of. If she does not have one available to her, she might be able to point us in the right direction of one. Anyway, we have to go about it. This is whatever we need.
Hopefully we'll be able to get two, so we don't have to break your shield down.
I hope so. I do fear that perhaps this one is the only one remaining outside of the dragon. And perhaps we may have to resort to some drastic measures ahead of time. But let's hope not. Rivet will use her, we'll pull out the mirror, and look into it to see if there is, if she is, if Vitae is currently paying attention to the mirror.
You look into the mirror and you see a rather rounded dragon's face looking back at you.
Not one I recognize, nonetheless.
No. Definitely softer.
Does it perchance appear very young?
Yes. It is, especially once it, isn't right up against the mirror. It's definitely on the smaller side. Like a curious little child, there is a sapphire dragon wormling staring into the mirror. And you see a little claw come up and it goes tap, 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 tap.
The only thing everybody else sees is River pull out the mirror, look at it in confusion, and then just a look on her face that you've only seen when she sees a puppy. Just pure delight. She waves at the wormling. Really, absolutely delighted.
It waves back, and you can see its mouth moving as it starts trying to just talk to the mirror.
It's gonna use her magical tinkering to make the words I can't hear you, little guy, on the mirror. Hello, my name is Rivet.
You see them staring, blinking 3 times, with huge delays between each blink. And then turns and runs off.
Okay.
And,
Bye,
and
buddy.
soon enough, Vitae comes to the mirror with the wormling in tow, like right next to her. And she picks up the bit of slate and it's like...
Rivet has tears in her eyes at this point.
And she just does the tsh on the slate with the lightning. It says, "My daughter tells me that you can't hear her and she thinks the mirror's broken."
This is so cute. Rivet, like with the dry erase marker, wipes away the words that she's written, and makes appear. I tried to communicate with her, but it seems she can't read. She's delightful. What is her name, if I may ask?
Type it out. I guess I'll put in characters. There's no picture of it still. Vintren, daughter of storms. And no, she's still learning Draconic. Then she'll learn Common.
Oh.
That's so cute.
So there's just the wormling
Adorable.
talking Draconic at a mirror, and then not quite fully understanding what a mirror normally does, let alone a magic one, thinks it's broken because you can't hear her.
And she
That's
can't-
so
The
cute.
mirror is showing a no.
Like, she thinks she's like talking to you through a window or something normal, you know?
Adorable.
Yeah.
So cute.
We must defend this world for that little one.
Well, we did. We saved this baby from the rock, didn't we?
We did.
We did.
We did save a space baby.
Yeah.
Yep. But now we need to protect the element of fire and Defeato Hagen.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Bigger
All for this purpose.
things on our plate. To say the least.
Rivet spends a good 30 seconds just collecting herself because oh my god, that is an adorable little creature.
You see her, like,
Um,
even though she's in, like, her, like, human form, she still picks up the little wormling.
Rivet is gonna ask if she can show the party.
She nods.
Show the wormling off. Yay! Rivet is immediately walking up to everybody and excitedly patting them on as close to their shoulder as they can so that she can show up the little thing. Look at it!
Aw.
Look, that is a look at it! Look at it!
Also, yes, very shiny gem scales, like blue.
Aw. Yeah, Cyril just say, I wonder what my kids will look like.
She's absolutely adorable. Although, if I'm being honest, I think our Eritis is just a little bit more so.
Well, I hope they can all be friends.
I do hope so. Maybe even Roxy can be friends with them.
Mhm.
Rivet suddenly remembers why exactly she was using the mirror in the first place and is like, oh,
Distracted by baby pictures.
yeah. So easily distracted by baby pictures.
Yeah,
Um,
even without the ADHD or whatever.
oh yeah. Rivet clears the words and asks, writes down a quick summary of what she's learned to about the device to Vitae, and will ask if she would know of the location of an additional storm gem or two, if possible.
Her smile curls up at one side. And yes, because currently baby is present, she is smiling. And she's just... closes eyes a moment, and you can see that she chuckles, and she just holds the hand up, and she just puts one finger up, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then does like the and so on and so forth, like motion with her hand, like in a circle.
I see. Rivet nods like, good. And then
And she just writes out on the slate, just, if you had seen the rest of my poem, you would see what powers my defenses. Probably beneficial you didn't, though.
Rivet nods. And asks if any of them would be, if there are any that she may use for this purpose.
She nods. Also, just as an example picture, like the kid, she looks about 2 or 3, but like this,
Oh!
like all the blue. As you see that, after a bit of talking,
goodness.
you see the little wormling become an even smaller child.
Oh my god. She's Syrah coated.
But blue.
Blue Syrah.
God.
She's baby.
She's so baby.
Rivet needs a second to collect herself again because, oh my god.
That is beautiful.
You see, she's like looking in the mirror, And every so often she kind of like checks behind herself, looks a bit confused, then looks back in the mirror like. And sometimes she looks behind herself really quickly as if she's trying to catch you in the reflection behind her. Like, it's like, no, that didn't work. Oh.
Um. Will write onto the mirror saying, thank you very much. Let me know if there's anything I can do in return.
She
Yeah.
writes on the slate, visit me to collect them. What you can do in return is make sure that they're only handled by someone you trust.
Underneath what she's written, she puts understood.
Okay. He puts the bit of slate down, picks up child.
Yeah.
And you can see them having a conversation, and you see little Vintren, like looking in the mirror, and you see at one point her little mouth just do the full on, oh, like big O mouth.
Oh.
Figured out how it works, huh?
Being explained to that it's a magic mirror.
So cute.
She's just the most adorable thing. No offense to Eritis.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Seems like we are able to get a hold of more of these storm gems very easily, even. Which begs other questions as to whether those dwarfs, what the relation between the dwarfs and the dragons were, but nothing that needs immediate answering. Mostly just curious, but that's neither here nor there.
Mm-hmm.
Let's at least handle that part, right? And she gets very quiet. I'd rather not have to deal with this man any more than I absolutely have to. I respect that he is a researcher, but he seems to be a little full of himself. So.
Gotta wonder how a Hagen got hold of two of these gems.
It might have been more common. Again, this happened a long time ago.
And if what we've learned is to be understood as true, then the relationship between the intelligent races and the dragons were rather amicable prior to O'Huggins. You know.
From what we have understood, there was a natural order that O'Hagan destroyed.
Exactly.
Ambition leads to the greatest heroes in the largest folly. Flix looks to one side a moment, a bit confused at where she got that from. He's like, huh. Like,
Sure it does.
I'm not quite sure where I read that.
They're like that guy, and I'm hating him more and more.
Meanwhile, he's over there with his ludicrous hat beard combo, just writing all these pages and pages of notes of this new idea he's had about making a freaking magic item replicator. Still making his own running commentary, like under his breath.
We investigate the other tower, see if it is of similar make externally, or do we have other ideas?
Okay.
Does anybody else have things that they would like to do here?
No.
Shall we get going?
Well, there is the circle that can teleport you to the other tower if you do want to check it.
Which would be significantly more reliable than attempting to use the amulet again. However,
And-
might be less funny.
And with Rivet's teleporter thumb ring, she could just
Yeah,
hype
I could
herself
just
over.
go. That's gonna make working on these things significantly easier.
Right?
I didn't even think of that.
Oh yeah, you could just aim your thumb at the other tower and then boop.
Would you look at that? O'Hagan's helping us take him down.
Can you imagine it's like Rivet's just like, yeah, no, actually no, I remember there was another magic circle in the other tower. It just like does the little like thumb over her shoulder without intending to and just suddenly just poof.
River just goes, "Oh, I don't feel so good," ah! And disappears.
Just ah.
I'm dead.
Yeah, the other side. I'm like, oh, I'm not dead. Okay. Ah, jeez.
This is making me want to rewatch that movie.
Um, Three of it. Well, I suppose if that depends on if people want to go with her.
Albert knows Rivet is the expert.
Okay. You may do whatever you want to do.
Definitely still trying to get back into the swing of things.
Definitely.
That has been quite some time.
Yeah.
Huh?
If you do go to check out the other tower, there is a little guy in a chair by the magic circle who's basically sitting there with a sheet of like expected comings and goings. And then you show up and he's like, yep, just going to the tower, okay. Snap, and then just zoom, over you go. Like he's opening a door, or like he's one of those elevator attendants that like he's just doing his job. And you can see there, and you see a singular note on this one, and it just says exactly the same as the other one.
I don't trust that for a moment.
And you see the signature. Basically, he's got exactly the same as the other one, and then the strip of paper at the bottom just goes on for a bit longer to have the full name of that asshole.
Name, all his titles and PhDs.
But this one doesn't have a bunch of like stuff kind of like piled around it. There is some like around the bottom, just using that like recess. But yeah, this one's not dusty. You can see a couple of cobwebs, but you can tell it gets, you know, dusted off every so often. So there's Not as much interest in this one on this side. I didn't even note down that guy's name.
Fitzgerald Flugglebottom. Which is one of the names of all time.
Fitzgerald Flogglebottom. Yep.
Uh,
Oh wait, no, I don't think it was an F. Was it Flogglebottom? Did I put an L there? I don't know. I made it up. But that's how it's spelled now.
I, Rivet will.
Wouldn't surprise me if he very rarely remembers his last name correctly, and it changes from day to day.
It's whatever hat he's wearing at the time. He's got like 6 of them. It's his hats are those "Hello, my name is" stickers.
Yeah.
All of them have various spellings of his name, except for one which just says Greg.
And there's one that's just got a 6-foot-tall F on it. Like Farquaad. Hmm.
Rivet is gonna give this apparatus an equally thorough look over, in order to, because she sees the note and actually, in fact, takes that to mean that he hasn't looked this over very thoroughly, and almost certainly there are at least minute differences that he just hasn't noticed.
Yeah. Go ahead and make another Arcana Chicky Wookie. Oh, sorry. The tool-based intelligence.
Oh, alright. That's also okay by me. I will guide myself, and right, total of 37.
There are definitely minute differences. It seems to be geared to basically mirror the other one. Like left and right, which would still be left and right, but just that subtle, like, angle of the spire itself seems to be mirrored of the other one. And there's something slightly different where it seems to have some form of response trigger, which, without managing to test it, you figure this one's meant to basically synchronize with the other one and like go off when it goes off. You know, like they're just meant to be used in tandem, and there's signs of it here where like this one would receive would respond to the other one being operated, you know. you're not sure if you saw that in the other one or not. Because, you know, there's less clutter on this one, you can kind of look at it better. You also notice that it's not the spire itself, there's no... Around the floor of the device, there's not like a mount for it to turn or anything. That's also when you notice that looking behind it, you notice that at this level of where the roof starts to like come in, at the top of the tower that the device is mounted, the whole thing's meant to rotate. Like, not the floor, just the entire roof part is meant to rotate. And you can just about see where the metal inlay is between the wall and the roof that it's mounted on.
Rivet notes all of this down. And is a little surprised at the fact that there's like at the fact that the whole thing moves rather than just the apparatus, but like, hey, you know, whatever. That seems well reasonable to work around. And she will also make a note to ensure that there is a sort of synchronization response trigger on the other device when she gets a chance to take a second look at it. But yes.
Yeah, whenever you do get the chance, when the Fitzgerald's not literally like using it like a desk.
Yeah. Huh?
So do you hang around to try and get a second look at the first one? Or are you gonna like worry about that later?
I think Rivet's gonna worry about that later. She has it in her notes. She's not gonna forget.
Okay.
She'll just head back to the group and relay any information she thinks is relevant for them to know, such as the fact that the entire room rotates rather than just the apparatus. But like, yeah, sure, that's about it. That's well within expectations. And she will now that she's taken a good cursory look at all this, how much work does she think she's going to need in order to? How long is she going to need to take in order to begin repairing this thing? Just from a cursory look over. Or if she's able to tell.
It really depends on how well the mechanisms still work in terms of like rotating the whole roof with it, etc. Basically, you won't really know until you manage to power it and start actually trying to test it out,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, not gonna be able to tell until I can get some juice running through it, see where the faults are. Okay.
This also explains why this wooden part, it's not like attached to the floor of the room. It's got diagonal struts against the wall where there are wheels. So the
I
whole
see.
platform, the magic circle, and the device is mounted. Looks like you can just ride around the wall like as it rotates the roof. Which is gonna, mind your head if you're on the
Yeah.
top floor, but not the top part of said floor.
Rivet will relate all this information.
Because you
And
quickly imagine rotating the whole room might make it difficult for the stairs to be lined up.
yeah.
Well, that was a thought. Just think, hey, final destination moment. Guy pops his head up at the wrong moment as the room's rotating.
Yeah, no.
Rivet, with all her training as an engineer in the heart of Alcor, is like, oh, there ought to be like an alarm system for when it's about to. Wait, this thing is. That's so not necessary right now.
And also you can imagine there was a lot less things set up in this room when it was initially built for this purpose.
Fantasy OSHA is not going to be happy about this.
No. So many things get knocked over when that thing starts moving. Anyway, where to now?
Rivet's vote is to go to Vitai's lair such that they can retrieve the gems. But if there's other things that party would like to do before then, valid. I don't know. I just kind of feel like I'm dominating this session so far.
No, it's okay. I mean, like this is you. This is Rivet. I don't know. I don't really have anything pressing.
This device and all that is definitely Rivet's wheelhouse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Worried about other people having things to do.
Well, right now all I have going on that isn't
Marriage.
adventuring is doing potions and stuff. But and also paying attention to when we're gonna need to do some big fighting so I can cast Planar Ally. But that's just side things. But yeah, we can go there immediately. Assuming the amulet is cooperative.
Ain't that the question of, well,
Question of
travel.
the sessions.
Question of travel. Will it work?
The definite answer to that question is maybe. Or more the fact that it will work, but perhaps not as intended.
Only one way to find out.
I need to see that roll. See that roll. Oh, and I suppose you can have a quick hey to Pella, be like, hey, just popping in.
Yeah, guidance.
Miles?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have anything more to do at this point. It's just prepping mentally for the fight.
Okay, okay. Do you want to do your planar travel roll thing?
Intelligence check.
Yay!
Is that
Yay!
okay?
Oh, right.
All right. So we get to our in between.
Let's see if we make the destination.
Oh, the 12. Guidance. Should I roll that or should you?
I think everyone's a bit CP.
Yep.
I'll roll it.
I think we're slightly out of tune with how long it's been.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, that's a 14.
One short.
Uh-oh.
Flash of genius.
Okay.
Yeah. Hasn't
Not
need
this
to use
time.
that because you keep
Take
rolling
it.
over 30.
We are on time crunch.
I got one more of these.
Today, anyways.
God.
Yeah, so I can get us back, but if we need to get somewhere else fast, uh-oh.
That's a risk you have to take.
It is. What do I feel like? This is a risk the DM has planned for.
I never planned for failure. I planned for adventure.
Ugh.
Okay, because we're gonna be in her presence. Oh, that one. Oh, I don't see it. Is it on the... it's probably in the chat history somewhere. Oh, there it is. Into the Storm. This is what we used for the trial. Oh, why is it so loud? Oh my god! Ah! Why was it max volume? You know better. You meant to be on minimum volume. YouTube being a butt. Anyway, you once again find yourself in the lair of the mother of and small child.
Itty bitty little one.
Rivet full on didn't process the fact that she was about to be in the same place as
Little baby
the
dragon.
little baby dragon.
Little baby, little baby dragon, little baby.
Yeah. She tears up upon full contact because she's just so excited right now.
Hey there.
This little baby.
Baby!
It baby.
That it is.
Even in her like dragon form, she's still on the upper edges, but still technically a medium creature.
Mm-hmm.
She is small twag.
Small wagon.
Itty
be
bitty
honest,
little dragon.
It's actually a crime that the baby dragons can't turn into human forms by rules as written. They should be able to
Yeah.
do that. It's so adorable.
This is our rules, and we say they can.
Yeah.
Cute. Rule of cute is the one that trumps all.
Well,
Cuteness is justice.
Mm-hmm.
do you arrive? Yes, there is little baby. They are. The moment that they see all of you land and like she recognizes the gnome in the mirror, she gets so excited that she loses her human form and turns back into the wormling. Like she just completely
Aw.
forgets she was like concentrating on that. And it's just straight into small, roughly Jeff-sized dragon. Like
My
Jeff
god!
size. Oh my.
The size of Jeff!
I love that Jeff is now a unit of measurement.
Yeah.
like slightly longer, not quite as stubby, but about there. Like
Oh.
da, 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 da.
Rivet is actively crying. Just utterly delighted.
And like you get tackled by Wormling. Because she's just excited. And Vitide's just like, mind your manners. And she looks around and gets off of you and just goes. Kind of like four-legged curtsy, just me.
Oh.
Ah.
he just basically does just like with her stubby little legs. Looks just more like she did like a little squat, like.
Rivet is melting.
Well then, go get you some gems, shall we?
She just nods. Entirely overwhelmed by the cute little baby.
Yeah.
And she's like, she goes to pick up the little one. The little one's does a little wiggle, and it's like, she's like, "No, you're going to walk, all right?" In Draconic, but yeah. And in Draconic, get back, it's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna walk," and she's so proud of herself. And it's just like, each step is like,
And she's able to speak a little bit of Draconic, right?
yeah.
Oh my gosh. Crap.
So is it just nonsense noises that I'm hearing from her?
Like, some of what she says is proper Draconic, some of it is still baby sounds.
So this really is a Jeff the Landshark experience.
Yes. Like, she's walking along and she's like singing a little song, but it's not fully formed Draconic. She's kind of almost like half between singing and humming. Like, it's not quite made the words yet. So yeah, it's just nah.
Just adorable.
Yeah.
And as you you head on down, off the southern side of the map, and you get into the larger part of the complex. Like, this is the throne room. It opens up into like the lobby, and then like it's at that point that Vitae like she doesn't go full dragon form, but she does grow a bit larger and basically make a half state between the two. Just to scoop up her little one. She doesn't like chase her around and play or anything, but she does make a fuss of her. Like, and now you're all picturing the in-between form. Between this face and full on.
Sure am.
She's about 12 foot tall in this form. She leans her elbow on Dimitrescu's head. Like, he just... But you get taken to one of the wings, then you see the same style through the whole place. Not as opulent outside of the throne room, but she heads to basically what seems to be a big storage warehouse. And as she opens it up, she, like, before you, as the lights spark to life, you see catapults, ballistae, like suits of armor, yes. Aw, that's a cute meme. Yes, definitely.
I just see the freaking when she went big mode, I just saw the freaking humanoid dragon That's my snoo walk in my head.
Oh gosh. But yes, that is a lovely picture. Thank you, Maxine.
Blaha protect.
And you see, like, none of them are active or anything. They're just stored here. She heads to a certain part of it, and she just opens up this chest. And inside, like, none of them touching each other, but there's a chest of fucking storm orbs. And she just picks 2 of them out. Yeah. Right. I suppose you probably want a suitable bag to house these in, You see, you see Ventra, and she just reaches up, she pokes it, it sparks, she giggles, she pokes it, it sparks, she giggles. Just park.
Adorable.
And each time she does it, like the sapphire scales like on her arm that's touching it, like flash a little brighter briefly. With the extra bit of charge. Like her arm that touches the freaking the lightning orb, like, yeah, it just blinks a little bit like some light up sneakers. Like It looks down and it's just shakes her head. These aren't toys. But they can do you no harm. But as I said to you, Rivet, whoever you hand these to, I don't want them left alone. Unless someone you trust is with them.
Of course. There is a fellow who I do not entirely trust, but I have no doubts that he will be at least we should be able to get him to let us be, I believe. I hope.
That you do not sound too confident in that.
If I am not confident that he will be leaving these be, then I will not allow him to be alone with them.
Alright, that's good
I
enough.
will not allow him to be alone with them, period.
Good. And she'll pop them in a little baggie. Pull the rope at the top and dangle them in front of you. In which a very curious little worm snoot goes up and just goes boop on the back. You see, like watching them kind of like swing slightly side to side for a bit, and just goes boop to make them swing more. Because child is easily distracted by things that are moving. Yeah, so she hands them to you.
Graciously take them and
Excited little baby worm is just staring at everybody. Like, you're all new things to her.
I mean, at her age, a lot of things are new things.
Exactly. So she's kind of like staring at all of you, like wandering around, making circles around the group, just looking at everything. Oh, ad break starting, and also it'll be time for our 10-minute break. So yeah, this has been fun.
yeah.
It has.
And adorable. Vintren. I'll be in soon. Go join your brothers and sisters. Like, a whiny little dragon noise, like. Won't be long. Go on.
Rivet does freeze up for a moment because what do you mean there's more of them? But she doesn't say anything.
And you see her like hand on hips. It's like, am I gonna have to tell you a third time? And she's looking up still, like staring back, just like, Like, and she's kind of huffs and she starts walking off, goes into a bit of a jog, but is still not fully. Like, she can walk, but running's still a bit goofy for her, so she kind of trips over at one point, gets up, keeps going.
Imagine when she trips, she does like a full frontal somersault. Just.
Yep. And goes, when she trips, she's like, and then she does the full somersault, and as she goes slap out the somersault, it's just another like, like, oops, and then at the end. But yeah, she was trying to be all huffy and whatnot, but like, and she toppled over, and now she's just like, I'm just gonna walk down really, like. You hear her tiny little like attempt at a roar as she gets out the room. Like, it is. It still has a little. It has the tiniest little crackle of thunder in it, but it's pretty cool.
Oh. Dragon.
Okay, yeah. Anyway, we'll take our 10-minute break. Back in 10 minutes. Everyone watching, make sure you're all hydrated and fed and whatnot. And yeah. We are back. Had a little break. Taco, good to see you. Bum, 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 bum. But yes, you have storm gems.
Yes, we do. And now Rivet will add them to her inventory before she moves on, actually. But after that, we will, I'm imagining, make our way back to,
The tower.
yes.
We'll either get there or have one heck of an adventure on the way.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go then, shall
Let's hope for high number.
we? All right, first to another plane.
The payload.
Ah,
Uh-oh. There's,
I don't think even flex tape could fix this one, gang.
yeah, even a 4 on a guidance doesn't fix that. Uh-oh.
Plus my
Alright.
6 does not fix that.
Yeah,
First
it
off-
takes it to 13.
Well,
D100.
Yeah.
Yep.
Uh-oh. Well, at least it's gonna be... Oh my god.
Well, that's right there on the line, but it's a 60. So we travel to a random location on the plane that was named.
Okay, good. At least we're not going
Location.
back to where...
celestial plane.
Yeah. A
Oh,
random
right.
location in Mount Celestia, yes.
Oh, okay.
Just the
So we
plane.
can still cause just as much problem.
Yeah.
End up in some
uh,
random god's domain.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Banu pulling out her big book of gods.
Mm-hmm. Ah, gosh.
Gods are.
This will be fun.
It is fun.
D&D at
Love
its
this
finest,
stupid item.
everyone.
I mean, there's a reason we roll the clicky clacky math box, okay?
There is.
There we go.
Giving us bad luck, kitty cat. Or adventure. So I now have cat cuddling with me.
Yeah.
That was Joey's free for the second half.
Okay. Yeah, haha. Okay, this is. When you arrive, you are on an island. And you see a seemingly endless ocean. The island you stand on is purely stone. And a bit further up where you have landed, you see a silver acropolis. And above that acropolis, directly above it in fact, is a moon.
Ah, alright. Okay.
Mhm.
Well, first of all, unannounced, this is bad, but, not someone we don't know, at least. I think, anyway.
Does this realm look like anything that I've seen described in religious books?
Make a religion check.
Okay. Another low roll.
I'm gonna go for it, too. Because, if it is, Moon Goddess, then I might know some. Ooh,
Okay.
natural 20.
Damn. Wow. That acropolis is known as Argentile. This place, called the Gates of the Moon, in the vast, almost prismatic seas upon the celestial realm, is the island ruled by Saloon.
So we shot for the sun and we seem to have hit the moon.
I mean, altogether,
Yeah,
a safer place to land.
that's true.
Yes.
Yeah, shoot for the moon, you might land amongst the stars. Well, I mean, as long as they, we can just get out of here right quick, can't we?
Yeah.
You see a number of bright, colorful, whirling lights start to approach
okay.
you.
It'd be a bit rude to leave now. I'll wave at them.
It's alright.
The bright, colorful lights dance towards you, bringing smoke with them. Getting closer and closer until, from the smoke, is a young woman dancing out of this cloud of smoke. She's 9 foot tall, sensuous and shapely, just laughing and dancing there in front of you.
Oh.
Through the air, by the way, she's not touching the ground.
Mhm.
She seems to have no no concern for like dignity or pride. She's just dancing. She has eyes of pure blue, long golden hair with some streaks of silver and some odd pastel colors here and there.
Huh.
She has a tight bodysuit on underneath a set of thin, translucent robes that are artfully twirled and draped to like
Huh.
accentuate her dancing motions. And behind her
This-
is a
does this look
sparkling
familiar
wake
to me,
of
or-
winking lights. There's about a 60-foot
Lights.
trail behind her of winking light.
Huh.
Given your high
Interesting.
roll,
Yeah.
this is Lyra,
Mm.
the chaotic good lesser deity of joy,
Oh.
which after the spell plague got invited to live here with Saloon.
Hey, nice. Okay.
The Joy Bringer, she's also known as.
Sure. Well, hi. We're just like going, but don't let us stop your fun.
We do apologize for dropping in unannounced.
Don't let anyone
not our
stop
intention.
yours.
Well, we're gonna try that. Okay, let's go. Let's go.
There's her artwork. Weird that the description says blonde. There's different.
Yeah.
Then again, you know, interpretation.
Gods.
I mean, if you're a god, what's changing your hair color?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're a god and you can't just dye your hair any color you want at any instant, what kind of god? Like, why would you even want to be that kind of god?
Yes.
All right. Let's go. Back to our plane.
Hopefully.
And where we want to be. We need maximum. We need a freaking
Yeah, we need a 4 guidance. Ah!
One short.
Uh-oh.
Here we go
Nice.
again.
Okay,
Hold on, let's do the D100.
here we go. Spin the
Roll
wheel.
that 20.
75.
75.
So we are transported to a random plane of existence.
Hell yeah! Let's fucking go!
We just hear the laughing of the Fae, and it's just like, oh shit. And then we wake out.
That's not a fae, but yeah.
No, the Fae who made
Oh,
the
yeah,
amulet.
that one. Okay, sure. Yeah.
Roll
Makes
me a
sense.
d20.
Sure. And oh boy.
Okay, where's- Oh, wait.
I wish I had both my arms right now, kitty cat.
Da, 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 da.
Hmm.
Darn.
feel like that.
Where is this? List? Yes. Oh.
Oh, I don't like that.
Yeah.
Hey gang, I think that fight with Orcus is coming up a little sooner than we thought.
Oh my god. Oh no.
That wasn't just an oh, that was an oh no sound.
Oh yeah, gang, we fucked up. We've made a mistake.
I immediately regret this decision.
We did not make a mistake. Things just spiraled out of our control.
Well, let's see what happens. Oh boy.
Yeah, goodness.
As you land, you are greeted with metal beneath your feet.
Metal.
The sound of clockwork, gears, and ticking fills your ears. Welcome to Mechanus, everyone.
Oh, for fuck.
I mean, I imagine Rivet loves it here.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
Rivet is definitely fascinated, but also a little scared. What do you mean
Yeah.
this is a clockwork random plane of existence?
Well, of course, Zero doesn't know anything about the planes, but where the hell are we?
You have landed in one of the outer planes.
Okay, well, no sense sticking around, right?
Right. Sorry, everyone.
You see,
Yeah, it's not your fault. It's
you standing on a
silly-
beach. You look out, and you can see an edge.
Nope.
An edge which appears to be shaped with teeth and attached to another island with another interlocking teeth,
Okay, that's kind of metal.
and slowly, like, moving, like interlocking cogs of this floating islands.
Hmm. Okay. We don't know if this place is dangerous. I don't really want to tempt fate.
Yeah, let's do our best to get out of here.
Yeah.
Yep.
No,
What is
that
this
with flash
called?
of genius and guidance, this will be enough.
Yeah, even a 1 clears.
Okay, we're good, gang.
Okay.
This is
Wait,
the last
who is
flash
that?
of genius.
As you see, little box-shaped robot with arms and legs, like, look over to
Uh-oh.
you, point at you, and then you bamf out.
Uh-oh. I hope they don't... Like, I don't know. This is a very chaotic energy that we're bringing.
Yep.
This is, if I'm
We
not
just
mistaken, that's
triggered
a
another
plane of
March of the
law.
Mudrons, is what we've done.
Yeah, let's not... I mean... Maybe it would be a good help for fighting Ohagam, but like that's way worse. Way worse. But yeah. Anyway, let's not think about that.
Yes, you didn't just get spied by a Modron.
Okay. Well, that was fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's
Now, where did you mean to go? Back to the
back to
tower, was
Town,
it?
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
As far as
Yep.
I know, yeah.
Eee.
Yeah, it took us a
Mhm.
while.
Oh, don't do that. You make me sleepy too.
Sorry.
Ah. Mm. And back to the normal.
Well, that was
Back to
That
nice
was having
round
fun.
Earth.
You appear back at the top of Tower Town. Well, the Tower Town tower, specifically. Not the one outside the... And everything seems supremely quiet. After that ticking and everything that you were hearing.
I sure hope that doesn't come back to haunt us.
I agree.
Yeah.
No more than the first time we bamfed to a random plane of existence will have come back to hurt us.
Don't speak so soon.
Okay, so... What are we up to now?
Well, I imagine Rivet's doing stuff with her newly acquired power source.
While I am working on and investigating the apparatuses, I need to ask that we ensure that no one else gets a hold of the Storm gems. I'd be too busy to notice anything of the sort happening, so...
I imagine Flogglebottom will try.
I forgot that that's his name. Yes. This is what I am most concerned about, but anyone getting a hold of these things could be potentially catastrophic. It is a source of immense power.
No one touches the gems.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, dude! What's up with you? Cat just blasted into my room, tail full bush, blood like bursting through the door.
Cat doing cat stuff.
Kitty time.
Meanwhile, mine's just freaking baby curled in the crook of my arm.
Aww,
Oh.
baby.
He does not like to stay cuddled on me unless I'm on the bed.
Is Flogglebottom currently in the area?
Not that you can see. You are in the other tower.
See, perfect. Okay. This'll. Okay. Okay. Rivet. Will cast Mage Hand as her glove, as the gauntlet of her armor just detaches by itself and begins floating in the air, and goes and retrieves a gem from the bag. And she's going to use the Mage Hand to hold the Storm Gem in place while she attempts to install it into the machine.
Okay. Make an artification check.
One of them. Rivet will guide herself so that this hopefully goes well. 24 plus 6 is 30.
Wow.
This is the thing she does.
It's almost like it's the artificer thing.
You see around the socket these like spindly little like arms that when the gem gets close, you see them kind of like start to like reach for it, like they're drawn to the energy source. And yeah, you pop that sucker in and it gets sealed over by the little like mechanical fingers. And it's kind of like clutched, almost like, you know, almost like a fortune teller with their fingers over the crystal ball sort of thing. And you immediately smell burning.
Uh-oh.
Great.
As there is a spark and a bit of smoke as all the dust that had built up in the machine basically is immediately forced to move, is ignited, bit of both. Like and yes, it's this big poof, 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 of like dust just coming out the exhaust of it.
Rivet looks at all this like, yeah, that's about standard. Some of the most concerning noises that this thing could possibly be making right now, and she's just like, yeah, all right. It's pretty normal for old things.
And yeah, like dust does come just like woofing out, but like some of it's just on fire and like burns up while it's scattered.
Oh, boysies. There's still those papers at the foot of this thing.
You see a very concerned young lady come running up the steps and be like, "What is going on?"
Just powering the thing up.
This thing that's been here since the towers existed.
I don't
It
see
was probably
anything else.
installed after the tower's construction or sometime during it, but...
She starts grabbing books and moving them away from this thing. They
will
will,
help.
Same.
someone just turned on the thing. See some heads raised, be like, from what they're doing, be like, what do you mean the thing? Oh, the thing! Oh. No. See a number of the scholars kind of gather and they're like, what
Rivet has unsocketed the gemstone at this point and returned it to the bag.
And it just... What? It definitely powered up. And you see these scholars kind of like staring at the machine and looking at you. Back of the machine.
Rivet does one of her classic moves, which is pretending that she has not just created a very large
Hubbub.
draw for attention, like a huge hullabaloo, and now she's just gonna continue
How did you
about
do
her
that?
work as
What
though
is that
nothing is
orb?
happening.
What does this thing even do? Why are you activating it? You could have warned us. What is going on? Someone please explain something. Like, just, like all yelling over each other.
Not a word.
And then that poor girl's like, would somebody think of the freaking tomes? Would somebody think of the tomes?
Dobrik had a fleeting thought of it. That's like, that'd be a big fire. Well,
Ways of putting out fires is fine.
And yeah, so now there's just this smell of burnt dust and like ozone. Like and just a lot of panic scholars. Like some of them are approaching, it's like, what? All of the questions they asked. Please answer them, please. You just
looks
I didn't even see you come in. You're just here activating this thing that is but belongs in a museum and you're activating it. And well, do you have any idea what it does?
It has the potential to attract things of attract arcane objects, with a higher potential for depending on the arcane capacity of the object in question. It combined with the other one had the potential to even ground a dragon mid-flight, as it did in the past, and as it will do again.
Wait, what? That person starts having to contemplate all of the possible things those words
Also,
could
it
be
is
alluding to.
mostly in working order, and short of a few repairs, it would seem, and so maybe less in a museum than an observatory or
The one that
perhaps
actually
a laboratory.
yeah, the one that actually approached and started questioning after hearing your initial answer, started mumbling and then slowly kind of like turned away, as slowly gone down onto his knees, onto his front, and is just kind of like just mumbling and just having to take a nap right there. Like, and some of the other people come forward and they're like,
It's hilarious that we're letting Rivet handle this right now.
"You mean the thing?"
Anyway.
Zelonio? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, literally
yes.
that. Like they were like they couldn't handle what they're having to contemplate those words meant, and we're just like, yep, just gonna, yep, right here.
Yeah.
While that's going on, Thobrik's gonna, with the fact that he can use smithing tools, look if any of the metal's warped in any of the spots of this device.
Okay, make it. You can go straight in with a smithing check, or you can try investigate.
It's the same either way.
Okay.
Well, actually, no. Smith's tools is +5. But he won't be banging on anything till he sees what's wrong, so investigation probably first.
Okay.
He flits over to his shoulder and will guide him.
So 12 plus whatever guidance is.
1d4. So 2. 14.
$14 is a high enough roll that you look at it and going, I wouldn't know where to start. I probably should not touch it without Rivet, like, directing me.
Fine.
Like, you at least, because honestly, if you rolled below a 10, I was gonna say, yeah, that bit looks like it needs hammering. And then just fucked it up. Like, oh, jeez. And with the commotion and everything right now, it's definitely not the time to be trying to go straight for it. But the girl's got the books and turns to you, Criv, and says, thank you. I
should have seen this coming. She's lit things on fire with her experiments before. I apologize.
yeah, I guess.
Well, that was different. That was made by some mad scientist in a shack.
Mad side
She just
shack?
worked
What?
on it. Never mind.
Is she mad?
She isn't. We just found a burning house. And
Well-
someone had messed up. This is not anything to do with anything that she's made herself.
Okay,
I can profess that she is a very intelligent and capable artificer.
Okay. Just be careful. We kind of live here.
Yeah, we're gonna make sure that it stays intact and well, we're trying our best, okay.
And then, meanwhile, like, because she's like gone down the stairs, she's put it on some of the other desks, like down below. Meanwhile, up with the actual device and the teleportation circle, there's a crowd of like 15 scholars, all now discussing Zelodio and where this device apparently is fitting in and what it could be capable of and all the other applications it could be for. And you hear one person be like, we could pull the moon out of the sky, and another guy goes, no, that's a dumb idea. Why would the fuck would you do that?
Why would you anger the moon goddess by pulling her domain out of the sky?
For science, of course. Like, no. And also, you know, it's like 5 people trying to talk to Rivet. There's 3 people trying to talk to Thorbeck, who's currently like standing near the thing with his little like smithing kit, and is just like looking over it. And it's like, ah, yes, you there, you're one of the turtle folk, aren't you? Are you familiar with this device? Care to explain further what your friend meant about what it does? The Thorbeck.
Freaking 13 intelligence turtle who hates things.
That's not that bad.
Yeah,
Could be worse.
don't know much about it. I'm more of a metal worker.
Is it not made of metal? It looks like it's made of.
Yes, I'm just making sure everything's structurally sound.
Oh yes, of course, quite yes. And you got a couple of historians around you, Rivet, just be like, wait, so Zelodio, the first, only, the Dragon Conflict, Dragon War, Sundering,
Yes.
whatever you want to call it, this here, just sitting here in our tower, this is
Yes.
that.
Apparently.
Doing everything in her power to not acknowledge any of this.
I'm gonna handle the talking, Rivet. You just keep working.
And you had how did you turn it on? What? How did you? Where's the?
Magic, I guess. I don't really get it myself, but
We tried all sorts of magic. When we first, moved in, so we thought it was just, not functioning, and it's
oh, right, the storm gems or whatever they're called.
the what?
Is that what it is? I don't get it really. Kriv.
Well, the power source is derived from an old relic that we'd discovered previously, known as a storm gem. You can see that Rivet has one on the center of the shield that she has on her back. It was a trap in an ancient dwarven ruin, and it hurt quite a lot before Rivet disarmed it.
It's got strong elemental capabilities, and we got some more of them.
We have more of these things.
Nice.
From the
With the promise
you.
that we're the only ones to handle them.
yeah,
Oh,
Riv,
from
like, I would not have
the
even.
Mother of Storms herself.
with
Just like I wouldn't have even mentioned the extras in the first place. But yes.
I mean, if I'm of the mind that if we're on a save the world type of quest, we better start throwing around buzzwords and big names at first crack.
Probably, I guess.
I gotta make use of this charisma some point.
You hid behind Cramp this entire time.
The
Who's to
mother-
stop
Well,
you now?
I'm
You're married now. It's
yeah, I have to have some confidence at this point.
Notebooks. It's like
Mhm.
summoning notebooks and making notes. Like, okay, it's Mother Storms. Yes, we know about her. You have some things of her that power this. That was used. That doesn't make any theoretical sense. This was used against.
Well, it's possible that was stolen.
Yeah, actually, yes, that would be the simplest. Who would we know enough to?
Well, someone who was trying to bring
Oh.
down a primordial dragon. I mean,
That don't sound smart in and of itself.
yeah.
No, it was unheard of before the Dragon War.
Well, could be just how absurd it was. They thought no one else would think that they orchestrated the whole thing.
But it was, yeah, like, opinions of each other were different. You know what? I think we need to get some tea. And they sort of like, oh, yes, I agree. And they sort of
That
of
would be
shuffle
good.
off all of a sudden as if they've all just gone on lunch break.
Okay. Phew. Talking to
Go,
people is
spill the tea.
tiring, Kriv. How do you do this?
I spent most of my life just talking to people, whether or not they listened. And let me tell you, after joining the Guard, there were a lot of times where people just did not want to listen.
Mm. Well, yeah.
So, I wonder how much of a commotion that caused.
I mean, we've only done one tower so far. We're going to have to do this to the other one, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta
Maybe
wonder if Flogglebottom
um,
noticed.
I mean, if he notices, then maybe I oughta summon Galadia ahead of time. I mean, it would really depend on if they can accelerate or anything, like come here before they're meant to arrive. But, like, I think accelerating our own progress by getting people to listen is a good idea.
If these things are in a bad state, we're gonna need more hands to fix both of them in time.
Well, if there's anywhere I can help, I can do that, but
Well, got like 10 minutes of you being mostly on your own. Or they all return with pots of tea and shuffle some tables together and they start just discussing everything they've just been told. Almost like the scene in freaking Life of Brian when they're just all having their little meeting. And what did that do for us? Well, this. Well, that. Oh, yeah, no, I suppose that's right, it's fair. Okay. And what was the result of this? That, and that. Oh, yeah, that's right, yep. So what are you all doing in this scene that you've caused?
Rib will just
doing
simply
her-
stand there and make sure no one gets too close.
yeah.
Rivet is doing her absolute utmost to maintain her, to keep working on the apparatus, and she will also command both Draki and Saphir to to keep an eye on the storm gem whenever it is socketed in the machine. And ensure that the only person who touches it is Rivet.
Okay, so you're putting it back in.
Mm-hmm.
As
Alright.
for me,
I can't really work on it without socketing in it.
As for me, I'm trying my best to keep people from, like, I don't know, panicking or anything.
I mean, they're already in full discussion mode.
Yeah, well,
It might
I'm trying
not-
to keep them grounded, I guess.
Okay, yeah.
Thorbuck's doing the helping Rivet thing.
Okay.
Observation absolutely welcome. Feel free to look as we make an attempt to do our thing here. Just don't interrupt, you know.
Alright, so you suck the gem back in. Once again, sparks, whooshes of air, and a couple of coughs in the mechanism. And a second smaller load of dust just goes pluff, pluff. That's it. What was part of the original cloud had like whatever hadn't fully been pushed out yet kind of had settled again and now pushed again. And yeah, you're hearing it, and it starts running. You're hearing ting 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 ting. And now you need to start investigating to see what's actually wrong with it now the stuff is moving. And you can have an assisted roll on that, because Thorbrick is trying to help.
Huh? Seven guidance and racial trait makes that a 32.
32. Okay. You check inside, you have a look around. Thankfully everything that was like inside the main body of it seems to be fine, besides the dust buildup. Some bits need a bit of oil in some of the joints that have like seized. The only thing that really needs some adjustments are some of the outer extremities linking up to the main spire and the controls. Because those are the things that have been in the danger zone of accidental knocks and stuff like that. Now, let's have a look at what happens when you pull a lever. Nice.
Uh-oh. Pull the lever, Kronk.
I was literally searching for that gif right now.
You pull one of the horizontal axis levers. And you feel it, the mechanism click. And you feel it starting to move. But it seems that being still so long that it's seized up a bit. It's the cog is struggling to roll and, you know, pull itself free of the teeth it's been stuck in for like however long. And you see this gunk kind of like ooze out of it from where it's tried to move and basically push this sticky crud out from it. And looks a bit nasty. Basically what was the lubrication has been sitting there for a long time and become this.
Yeah, Rivet's gonna have to spend some time cleaning it all off and using some of the components of a grease spell to begin to relubricate and all that.
Yep, you notice the as part of the turning mechanism there is a lube tank. And that's completely dried up and goopy. What little was left in there is basically hundreds of years of the lubrication kind of condensing on itself.
Oh, lovely. Alright.
So now you have this sludge. And it's icky.
New item in my inventory, jar of yucky sludge.
Yeah, you basically have to clean it all out and don't think a grease spell would have a permanent enough effect. But you'd have to find some form of lube to fill this tank with. Because see how what particularly is going wrong? I rolled a D100. You got 69. You're having to deal with a lot of lube.
Oh my. Oh no.
That's what it rolled.
Okay.
The
I can't blame you
lubrication
for
error.
that. Oh my god. Do we have a way that...
You have a little heads-up display on the machine. It says error 69. Not enough lube.
I don't seem to have any spells.
Error
that-
code 42069. The lube is ablaze.
Oh my god.
Or too stiff. Apply lubrication. Sorry, Rexy.
Yeah, I'm just tired. I don't have any spells that can help with this. Astonishingly, I don't have any spells that can conjure lube.
New New 9th level spell, Conjure Greatest Lube.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know, you have to blend some arcane sigils together and conjure lube elemental.
I mean, I do. There is one thing I have that could be an assistance here. I have a Wand of Summon 1, which is for CR1 creatures or below. If I can summon something that creates lube, I don't know. This is such an odd situation to be in.
Ain't that the truth?
Yep.
What would even help? Like some sort of slime or something? Well, that might just clog it.
Some form of oil.
Yeah. Isn't there a... No, there's mud methods. There isn't oil ones.
I was thinking the same.
Yeah. Water method? Oh, that's that's a homebrew thing on the internet. Magma method, that would just melt it.
Looks at the brick looks at colors.
There's magma, dust, mud, and steam.
Yeah. And isn't there a darker gas one? Like a smoke?
Oh yeah, smoke.
Gosh darn it, Skylar.
Listen, somebody had to make this stupid joke.
Yeah, oh my gosh, yeah. But I mean, I could try something. I mean, that's the only option I think I have magically. For all my magical capabilities, I can summon angels and prevent death by the most powerful killing magic in the universe, but no.
Galadriel,
Not this one. This one's got us stumped.
Galadriel, got any lube? Oh yeah, sure. Pulls out the 8-liter bottle.
Oh my god, I'm a worse mage than Galadriel.
Fabric looks at the scholars. Is like, know where we can get a lot of oil to fill this tank.
Hey
He
gang,
said,
I hate
Yeah.
this.
I mean, we have
I mean, what do you hate
oil.
more? Randomly hopping to randomly rolled planes of existence or sitting talking about lubing up this machine?
This is worse.
Yeah, there's a shaft.
This is worse.
I
Thank
mean,
you.
we have oil, but not like that much of it.
I mean, as much lubrication as I can't. I can't. I tried saying one word and I can't. How are we going to save the world at this rate?
We're fucked. Well,
Yeah.
okay, perhaps not actually at this rate. Can't find any lube.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they said that they had some, but not much. Any amount would help, I think, in this case. I'm not gonna say the L word.
What about an alchemist jug?
Oh, that would actually. Oh, yes, that would be great.
This, freaking
Hopefully, we could.
Blix has been sitting there in
use that
silence for
free of
ages.
charge, or-
Dobrik, don't you have one?
Oh, wait.
No, I have a chilling jug.
Uh,
Oh.
Which will immediately pour out cold water and then immediately freeze.
hmm.
Might have been based on an alchemist's jug, but
I should not have assumed. I just saw a jug with arcane sigils.
pulls out. Do you think we could alter it into an alchemical jug?
It might be faster to find one, right? Yeah,
Anyway, I'm pretty sure Rivet can make one.
Yeah, that's very possible.
An alchemical jug, I mean.
Hmm.
It's just a question of how long it would take.
Well, it's an infusion, isn't it? So.
Yes. Where's my...
Aren't you limited per day on how much you get out of the jug as well?
Alchemy drug. I almost said drug. Jug.
Oh boy.
Well, it doesn't list out. It doesn't list lubricant in here. Well, it lists oil. 1 quart. Per how long? How's the jug to produce it? Up to 2 gallons per minute. Maximum amount. Once the jug starts producing, can't produce a different one or more of one that has reached its maximum until the next dawn. So maximum 1 quart of oil per day. How much do we need?
It's an uncommon magic item. More than a quart, I imagine.
Oh yeah.
And a quart's like only a quarter of a gallon.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly a quarter of a gallon.
I need to sit up, kitty cat. Tell my cat I need to sit up, and she gives me this look like, you wouldn't displace me, would you?
Aww.
Can we get a rough estimate of how much oil needs to be in this tank? There's a 2-gallon tank, 5-gallon, 10-gallon.
It's an 8-gallon tank.
Well, that would be well, how much is in there?
Well, nothing after you clean it
Effectively
out.
none.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's 32 days to fill it up, which we don't have that kind of time.
We got 2 months, technically.
No, we have plenty of time.
Oh, do we? Okay. Well, I mean, who knows if we need the same
just
amount
depends
over
on-
there in the other tower. That would come out to 2 months.
Or 2 alchemy jugs.
Nah, that's true.
It would take Rivet 3 days to make an alchemy jug. 3 days and 100
Yeah.
gold pieces. To make a permanent one.
Right.
She can't make an infusion alchemy jug until level up. Because infusions.
Oh, is it a higher level one?
She can't change
no.
infusions till level up.
Yeah, I can only change
Gotcha.
out my infusions on level up.
Isn't...
And Rivet didn't know she'd need to make an alchemy jug, so...
Oh, you don't have the duplicate
the
magic
infusion.
item one?
I do have replicate magic item, but for every magic item I want to
Oh.
replicate, I
Yes,
have to take it another time.
That's annoying.
So I have it for Boots of Flying and Cloak of Protection. Or Winged Boots and Cloak of Protection. And Bag of Holding. But I don't have it for Alchemy Jug.
Oh.
Okie
Well, hopefully we can get this working then. Cause like, this is like plan A to like get people out of the thing safely.
Or else we could attempt to locate an Alchemy Jug.
Yeah.
Which, it's
Or
an Alchemy Jug
multiple.
should not... Yes, as many Alchemy Jugs as we can realistically find.
Yeah. We could even instruct the people here to use it daily, so we don't have to be like rooted here for a while.
Hell, Rivet can Tiny Servant that.
Mm.
Or... yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, some good ideas being thrown out.
Alternatively, we could just try to find like 8 gallons of oil.
Yes.
Surely it's not that hard to find 16 gallons of oil.
Need to find a 55-gallon tub. Ah, yes, we must go to Elf Bay.
Still stuck on changing my jug of chillin' into an alchemist's jug.
I think disenchanting, like re-enchanting something's more difficult than just enchanting something new. Interesting idea.
Well, I also have an idea for what to use it for. Above table, my idea. We get the freaking sneezing powder into a hug, and then I splash him with the freezing water, and oh, his mouth and nose is now frozen with the sneezing powder in him.
Yeah.
I believe that's called a war crime.
That's...
X.
I mean,
I
it's,
think you've made a new one.
it's all fair
I
against
don't know whether I
O'Hagan.
should congratulate you or be horrified, actually.
Congratulations, 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 congratulations.
Just that new war crime.
Yeah, dust of sneezing and then freeze their mouth shut. Yeah, okay, that'll do it.
I'm pretty sure that makes their head explode.
Yeah. Just watch their their eyeballs pop out of their socket from the pressure.
Yeesh. Yeah, that'd be brutal. But that's the sort of thinking you need to be, O'Hagan. Among other things. Alright, so let's see.
Yeah, because that would be getting an alchemy jugs, though very useful. Would probably be expensive to procure. We'd only need like 13 gold worth of oil.
Yeah, so you could, speak to people and get it ordered here.
I can toss
Yeah.
gold into that. So got
Rivet
73.
very meekly asks somebody else to ask for 16 gallons of oil.
Since Stowbrick was the
hands
one who
them-
asked about it, he'll make the ask if they can procure it.
Hmm? You want what? Sorry?
We're gonna need like 16 gallons of oil to make sure both of these contraptions are running right, so we can procure a bunch.
Alright, I guess we could put it on order.
Cool. And I think Rivet said something about handing over money or something. Because I can
Rivet's
hand
gonna-
some over.
Rivet will give whoever asks a pouch of 10 platinum pieces with which to both purchase this and any additional supplies. Or platinum pieces. I don't know if I said silver, I meant platinum.
You said platinum.
Okay.
Okay.
Actually,
Is
now
that-
that I think about that, better make it like 30 platinum pieces.
Wait, sorry, what? What are you spending 3 platinum on?
I'm giving whoever is willing to speak on Rivet's behalf 30 platinum pieces with which to give to people so that things can be bought, so that Rivet doesn't have to ask for it.
I thought you
Because
said
Because
like
it's
that.
Rivet. She
thought
doesn't
you-
wanna.
I thought you said the oil only cost you like 30 gold.
No, like it costs 128 silver pieces, which is 12 gold, 8 silver, or just over 1 platinum.
Okay.
And Rivet's just
I
giving,
think that
just handing out extra for you to decide the tip and for you to decide, like,
What else we might need?
Kriv
she
will
does
take
not want to have to deal with this.
Kriv will take the money and a list of whatever he needs to buy, and we'll go out and hunt down and purchase the materials that Rivet needs to save the introverted little inventor.
Okie dokie.
Do a lot of things, but she'll socialize when she's dead.
I think
Tell that to Motherhawk.
Hey.
I think given the quantity, yeah, you have to put an order in for it down with some of the vendors and have it like delivered up here. And yeah, so we just get it on order, and I guess you can kind of explain, you know, just fill that tank up for us. Don't touch anything else. Sorry, I just got hit by the sleepy. I was figuring out the numbers and all of that, and my brain just sort of went, "No, that's enough."
It is almost time.
Yeah,
Should
sorry
we
about that.
head over to the other tower to see and troubleshoot that one?
Well, with this particular issue, I have a feeling that that they will likely both share the problem. But also, I don't want to deal with that gnome,
I can just hold them up.
which is, I know, but Someone else believes that they will be able to convince him that.
Convince him. Let's just keep him out of the way.
Yes. In the meantime, actually, curious.
Sunbrick is full willing to just pick him up and carry him down to the bottom of the tower and just stay there with him.
Just at the bottom of the tower, there's just a fucking turtle with a gnome in his arms. Just unhand me.
Scruff of the neck like a cat.
Alrighty. So yeah, first session back. We're gonna go see the Ductel, the sweet bomb boy. And yeah, welcome back everybody. Also, please be good to yourself, excellent to each other, and critical hit your enemy. Bye-bye.
Bye.
My Discord decided to do a little pop shove it. Hello, bye.
Bing.